Good evening, everybody. This is Thursday night Political Hot Seat. We are here live. It's a live call-in show at 727-8750. I just want to mention ahead of time that next week I will be here with the town manager, and she and I will go over the elections and we'll see how many recounts we're going to have to begin with, but we will go over the elections. And next week I'm going to be giving away a trivia question, and we'll have something for you if you could answer the question. Tonight we had a person that was unable to show up, so we have, for the first half, we have Mr. Rick Marshall, candidate for sheriff, and then after Mr. Marshall, we will have Judge Lane, a candidate for 5th District Judge. We are here with Mr. Marshall. It's been quite a time for you, hasn't it?
It has been. It's been an awesome campaign, and thank you for having me on the show. I've met wonderful people on the campaign trail all the way up to Duckwater, Reese River, and of course all the way down to the southernmost points in Pahrump. It has been a wonderful, wonderful experience. It's been an enlightening experience. It's affected you as well. It seems that anybody that I talk to or is friendly with me gets touched by it. So.
Well, I know we'll probably hear about this, you being on the show again, but I did contact different people, and the one that was supposed to show up couldn't show. He probably had family matters. And so anyway, I want to thank you for coming in, or this is the Thursday night before Tuesday on the election day. So I really had a big night planned, and then it all kind of went poof. You know, that happens all the time.
That happens all the time, and that's why you have your contingency plans.
Yeah. And so we do have Mr. Lane coming in after. So this week, what exciting has happened?
Well, for our campaign, we had to reorder more signs. Our donations have gone up. People are calling me daily, expressing support and confidence in me. I was at a great graduation. I had several of the parents come up and tell me that they supported me. The kids were fantastic. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. It's just been a great week. I've been out campaigning, talking to people. The support is just overwhelming. It's very, very humbling when you have people come to you and say, you have my support, you have my neighbor's support, I'm voting for you, I voted for you. It's very, very humbling.
Well, you know, I've had calls too, but they weren't that nice.
That's true.
That's why I just had to turn off my phone, folks, because I don't want anybody to hear what might be said on my private phone about this. But anyway, order more signs. What? Are yours disappearing, or are they getting graffiti, or?
No, I've had through emails, through my website, through my Facebook page, my cell phone, people asking for more yard signs. They're in support of us. They want to show their support, and they're putting up yard signs. We're going out daily putting them up. The 4x8 signs, now those are a different story. I have people taking those down. We get them tied up, they get taken down. And you can tell it's not the wind because, one, we haven't had wind, and two, when the tops of them are crumpled over, it's somebody grabs it and rips it down. So.
Oh, well, I guess everybody has to keep their eyes open for signs. But anyhow, like I said, seems like this primary is taking forever. Does it to you? It does.
Yes, it does, especially to my wife. It seems like it's taken forever. But next Tuesday is voting day. You know, we want everybody to get out and vote, exercise your right to vote, exercise that, get out and do it. And of course, I would ask for the vote for me, Rick Marshall, for the position of sheriff, but get out and vote. That's the main thing.
Well, yeah, and, that's what I guess one of the big things is a lot of the people who do the complaining, they don't even vote. I mean, you know, and I always tell people, don't complain if you didn't vote. I mean, and so.
And that's correct. You know, if I will defend your right to complain no matter what, absolutely. But you should not have a say in the matter if you're not going to get out and exercise your right to vote. You can complain all you want. Everybody has the right to complain, but get out and vote. Everybody remembers the election for commissioner a few years back where it was a tie. And both the eventual winner and the challenger had people come up to them and say, I was going to go vote for you, but I got busy doing this, I got busy doing that. One vote would have made a difference.
Right. With the early voting and everything, I don't even see that as a good reason. You know, the people, one of your main rights in the United States is to vote. I mean, everybody talks about the First Amendment, Second Amendment, and everything, but your right to vote is probably the most powerful one.
It is.
So if you need to register or anything, after the primary, I guess it's probably too late for the primary, but after the primary, you want to register for the general, you can call us up or call me up here on Thursday nights and that. I'll get you registered. I mean, you know, but anyhow, like I said, this is a live call-in show at 727-8750. So if you have any questions for Mr. Marshall, you can go ahead and call him in. Normally, for some reason, it seems like with the sheriffs, we've been having fewer calls than we do with public administrator and things like that. And Judge Lane always gets calls, but I mean, it seems like the sheriffs. Do you feel it at the office? I mean, is it such a separation to where people sit and glare at each other or something?
No, I really have to hand it to the men and women of the sheriff's office. They have really, truly stepped up to the plate, the ones that are there every day working. They've adjusted their schedules, they've put their private lives on hold to make sure that shifts are covered, to make sure that people are safe in the communities. They hold over if they need to, without even asking. They just know it's something they have to do. They take their oath of office very serious. Their commitment is very, very serious. And I have to give a huge, huge thank you to the courts. The judges have stepped up, the bailiffs have stepped up. The judges have stepped up and said, hey, if our bailiffs are not busy and if they have free time on their hands, they can go out and assist your officers. And it's a tremendous help getting warrants served, getting our civil papers taken care of. I just cannot say enough for Judge Jasperson, Judge Kent. I cannot say enough for Judge Wonker, Judge Lane, and then all the bailiffs that stepped up, Brian Thielander, James Burke, Kenny Taylor, you know, Bear Smith. The amount of work that they're doing and stepping in and filling the gaps is just incredible. The agency is running smoothly. Everybody's taking care of things. People are making sure. I had one deputy come to me and say, is it okay if I bring bottled water to work for the guys? You know, as short as we are, they don't get a chance to go. Absolutely. And our guys and men and women, they're just stepping up. Dispatch is stepping up. Everybody is filling in to make sure that the community is safe. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling.
Well, that's good. Most deputies I speak to and that, I can't really say anything bad about any one of them that I've ever met. You know, but yet I hear other people complain about just about everything. You know, and I think, well, I never seen that, so I guess, you know, I'm not in the loop like you guys are, but I mean, you know, the thing is I'm not one to go for rumors and that. If I have proof in front of me of something's happened, then, you know, of course I'll go for it, but just a rumor that somebody says something. And it's really hard during the election year because it seems like the people hate each other. And then when the election's over, we all become a community again. And it just seems like, you know, two different things there. I mean, you know.
There's a lot of passion that people bring to the table, a lot of passion during an election. You touched on something that I have said again and again and again, and that's rumors. If somebody has a question about a candidate, go to the candidate, ask them. Don't rely on something that's posted on Facebook. Don't rely on something that somebody reads somewhere and then tells somebody else. Go to the candidate. All of the candidates' phone numbers, emails, they're all published. Everybody knows where they're at. You know, I heard a rumor today that everybody's aware that the television show Cops was out here filming for the past few weeks. And I heard a rumor today that somebody tried to get a video of a traffic stop and I put a stop to it. I don't have any control over Langley Productions. I have no control whatsoever.
Now that you brought that up, they are out here, aren't they?
They are.
I could have swore I seen over at Rebel an officer with somebody with a camera and a mic.
They are. They are. But the rumors, like you said, they're just running wild. If you have a question, call the candidate and ask them. I get calls every day. I either get emails, I get telephone calls, people asking me, well, I heard this rumor, I heard that rumor.
Well,
It's incredible. And I welcome the opportunity to talk to people and explain the rumors.
okay, now Cops is out here filming. I heard this about a week ago. How long they been out here?
About 7 weeks, it might be 8 weeks now.
Oh, okay, because I ran into a lady that was riding a motorcycle, and it was a nice night. She asked me if I follow her home because she wanted to ride home in the nude. But then she said she better not because cops was out here with the sheriff deputies, and if she got pulled over, that would be kind of embarrassing.
Well,
So,
it would be.
you know,
It would be.
But anyway, yeah, well, I thought, well, wow, that's all we need for Pahrump on cops, Anyhow, we do have a caller. We have a caller from Donna. Donna, is there something you'd like to say to Mr. Marshall or ask a question?
Can you hear me? Okay, I would like to know why Barakowitz is still on the force, and he's had 30 counts of child molestation and all this crap. Cockadoodie, I'm sorry.
Okay, did you understand that?
I did, and Mr. Barakowitz has not had 30 counts of child molestation against him. He has no counts at all that I'm aware of. And I cannot talk about the officers that are on leave. I can talk in general about the due process that every officer or every member of the sheriff's office gets. When somebody is under investigation, and I'm not implying or hinting or stating that any of those officers are under any type of investigation whatsoever, I'm talking in general terms. When an officer or a member of the sheriff's office is under investigation, they're afforded due process rights, both through the contractual obligations county has and through case law. And those rights include the right to a fair investigation, the right to be heard, the right to confront the accuser. Then if the charges are sustained, discipline is meted out, then they have a right to appeal that discipline. And the appellate process goes to the sheriff, to the county manager, to mediation, and eventually to arbitration.
All right, well, we need to go to these messages now, and we'll be right back after these messages.